We learn with you also in the preface to the Wisdom of Kabbalah and in general from the Wisdom of Kabbalah that the main thing in revelation of the Creator to the creature is for the creature to be able to differentiate between light and darkness. It's written so also in the beginning of the Torah, where he differentiated between light and darkness, and there was day and there was night, evening and morning and one day. Why is this important? Because otherwise we have no perception, no grasp, no recognition, no awareness. We have no idea where we are. And therefore we need to respect the shattering, which is called sin, actually, to respect the ruin, the breakage, the sin and the ruin, to respect all the problems, wars, exiles. Why? Because these actions are for the disclosure of the will to receive, as without having a big desire, which is worthy of its role for correction and eventually for the revelation of the upper light, we won't be able to reveal anything. And therefore, these things are necessary to come. And we're not like some little child who's crying about the temples that were in ruins, but rather, or for the destruction of them. But we understand that they had to be destroyed. Certainly, this is a great problem that happens to humanity, to the people, and so on. That's on one hand. But on the other hand, we need to nevertheless rise ourselves a little bit above the bodies to the matter of the souls, and to say that even in our bodies we suffer, that suffering was necessary, and in advance it was planned. And only as we are now in the time of the last generation, the period of the Messiah, as we call it, we can now talk about the corrections which are without the breakage. We're done with the exile. We could have started the beginning of the rise to the last correction from the times of the Ari, from the 16th century. And we are still we're behind on this, we're late, and let's do it, because really what's before us is, all that remains is to correct ourselves to unity, to connect between us, all of us to be as one bundle, as one unit, and all of this correction will be implemented. All the preparation for the correction have been done. This is why after we get closer to the day of the 9th of Av and we're seemingly sorry that it happened, it's not the correct sorrow. The correct sorrow is in the fact that we, out of this sorrow that was, that we couldn't maintain, hold on to spirituality, in bestowal, in love our friends like ourselves, like Rabbi Akiva demanded of all his students. So we need to understand that the sorrow needs to be upon the fact that we don't appreciate bestowal and holiness, and we're not doing enough in order to draw it to our world. Because the situation is already ready for it. Already for 500 years, we are already in having all the vessels, all the opportunities, the method of correction, which is called the Torah of the Ari that has been revealed, the matter of the group. All these things have already been revealed. Rabash was the last of all the great Kabbalists that left us such an inheritance. All his writings about the group and everything, the corrections. And this is why we specifically are in a state that we should be sorry that there is a shattering between us until this moment, until this day. And not that there is a shattering in general that we learn in the wisdom of Kabbalah, which is a necessary thing. In order to reveal the light, we must have darkness against it. Is this clear? Yes? It's clear. Wonderful. No questions.